What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap, more like a swing trading recap. I started off as a day trade, but I switched it up to a swing trade, and I'm going to show you how I pocketed a 50% gain on BYND. Check it out. All right, guys, so let's jump into this recap. I took a put yesterday on BYND, and it was planned out to be a day trade with the possibility of holding it into the earnings call. That's why I only took one contract. That's right, I just took one contract. I took that put. It was a Friday expiration, which is August 2nd, 190 strike. And I got in at $7.50. Okay, that's what it cost me. So that's a $750 position. And the reason why I only took such a small position is because, one, I'm still learning options. Two, I knew I was probably more, like I had a good chance of holding it into the earnings call. And that could have gone either way, just like any earnings call. And it could have been, bad. So I didn't want to have so much risk on the. So that's what I did. One contract, $750, and put it on the line. And I wanted to see what was going to happen. Now, earlier that day, yesterday, I was watching it, and that same contract, that same put that I was eyeing, I had a shot at buying it at $5.50. But I was trying to see if BYND would give us a little bit of a pop, make that a little bit cheaper of a put, and I could buy possibly two of them, or maybe just one at an extremely good price. Well, it hit 505 apparently. I never saw that, but I did see it at 550, and from there, BYND, this is right at the open, completely collapsed right at the open. And that put went all the way to $13 and change, if I remember correctly. I do remember I could have easily made $100 on it. Didn't get to buy it. So what did I do? I will show you here real quick. Excuse me. Gonna get the live trade on it for you. And before we get into it, do me one quick favor. Smash that like button for me because it's extremely easy to do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, I thank you very much for that and for the continued support on my channel. So yesterday, okay, see, I'm already in here. BYND, August 2nd, expiration. Cost basis $7.54. Factors in the commissions, obviously. And here we go. Let me show you this chart. BYND, opens up. Right around here, we have the collapse. And then we have the recovery. It recovers a lot. Like it goes from 201 all the way back up here to 225. So I didn't get to buy my put here, so I ended up buying it in here. Okay, that's where I bought my put. Once we had this recovery and started to base up here, we were still red on the day. I bought my put, and I was hoping to, get the, how can I do this? To get another fail. I was hoping we were going to get another fail, okay? You know what? We're going to have to move me over here. And like that. That way you can see the chart. All right, perfect. But we don't get that fail. In fact, we start to come on down. I mean, guys, I held on to this all day long, okay? All day. So I had to, splice and cut up this recording. Otherwise, we'd be here until tomorrow. We're going to fast forward. I made, the entire day that I held it, to 20 minutes. So we pulled back in here, touch VWAP. Okay, and then we begin to bounce from there. Watch. We got another bounce. It just refused to die, and that's basically how BYND behaved the entire day. Okay, as you can tell here, I was down. At one point, I was up on my put. I think it was like $200, something like that. $175, something like that. And then I was down on them like all day long. It just chopped up in that area all day long. Up and down, didn't know which way it was going to go. So by the time the bell came, okay, or that 4 p.m. time came, I was like nowhere. Like we were just chopping up in there. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take this loss here. I'm going to hold it into the earnings call. Why? Because BYND is extremely overvalued. I'm thinking to myself, even if the earnings are good, we've seen stocks with good earnings collapse. Okay, so I was like, I know this is going to be a gamble. I understand this. I know exactly that this is going to be a gamble, but I'm going to take it. So I took it and I held my put into the earnings call, knowing that you cannot sell your options or trade options, buy, sell, pre-market or after hours. I was going to have to hold it into this morning. So let me get you this 5-minute chart and show you the kind of action we had. Okay, so we close. Okay, earnings report comes out. The earnings report was really good. Okay, they increased their revenue by 200 and something percent, and we go from a low of 211 to a high of 233.85, and that was on 5 minutes. Then the very next candle, I hate when these little boxes pop up when I don't want them to pop up. The very next candle, we're still chopping up in this area here. So it's like BYND said, you all think I'm going to collapse or skyrocket. I'm not going to do either. I'm just going to hang out here. And then all of a sudden, they do an offering. And we're happy. Because what happens next is, whoops. Come on. That. Look at that collapse. From 227 all the way down to 191. And at that point, we knew we were going to make money today. How much money? I don't know. I didn't know. It was impossible to know. Okay? So, but I knew that we were going to be green today. All right. So then we come back here to the live trade. And here we have the bell. Okay? The bell rings. This is right at 9:30. We have this massive gap down. My puts are at $18.30 on the bid, $18.40 on the ask. I'm up $1,080 there, but I'm thinking to myself, the bell just rang and this thing is massively weak. I'm not going to just jump and try to, first of all, there's no way I'm going to grab that. There's no way I'm going to grab that $1,000 right there. It's almost impossible because it's like there for a split second. Second of all, I want to let this thing settle in and then show me a fade like it did yesterday. I mean, look at this thing yesterday. Look at this. The bell rang, it did a quick little pop, and then a complete collapse. I'm thinking we might see that again today. We have bad news in the sense, and the stock is extremely weak. I guess I did not think of all the people who would be covering, who were actually short the actual stock itself. And we have a recovery here. See, that was short-lived. You see how it recovers there? Oh, wait, you can't see it. Oh, yeah, you can, but let me bring you this chart. No. Wait, there you go. You can see it there. Okay. See how the recovery? And it recovers and recovers more and more. And then it doesn't know if it's going to go back down to red. And then it just does recover above VWAP. At this point here, I'm thinking to myself that we might set a high, come back down, and then just sit at VWAP, and then we see a collapse. That's what I'm thinking to myself. We continue to push higher, which really sucked. And then here we come back down, and we're getting that kind of action that I was thinking of, just sitting on VWAP, sitting on VWAP. We continue to sit there. I'm expecting this candle right here to collapse. That's what I'm expecting, that candle there to collapse. But it's not collapsing. So I take my profit there. I take my profit there right around $400, 50% return. So, I mean, that's not bad at all, obviously. It's not the $1,000 day I was hoping to have, but I take that profit there. I might have been able to score a little bit better because we start to come back down here. But, I mean, the puts aren't all that expensive anymore. They're expensive, but they're $12.40 by $11.80 down there. So I left about $100 more on the table. I might have had $500 a day at this point. I should have just taken it at the open. But there's no way for you to know that. And now as of right now, if you want to see where BYND is at, 203. right now. It's at 203.59 by 203.89. Look at the recovery this thing has had. BYND, man, this fake meat here has a mind of its own. It held this support area and then it just kept on moving up. Can't be mad at that at all. 50% gain overnight. Making money while you sleep. That's what I like. Let me know how you did. How has your trading week gone? We have Fed meetings today and tomorrow. So I would expect small caps to be exactly what they are right now. Very choppy and slow. Some mid cap names are moving around with earning reports. And of course, BYND has a lot of attention going on. Let me know what you traded. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash that like button for me. It really goes a long way. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I have a boatload of videos coming out this month. And by a boatload, I mean 1 or 2 videos apart from my recaps weekly coming out this month that I think you're really going to enjoy. And I'll catch you on the next one.